Eh bien, et bonsoir les killers, j'espère que vous allez bien, c'est Casey Gaming, on se voit sur Life is Strange Before the Storm pour le dernier chapitre. Eh oui, alors, abonnez-vous, commentez et likez, et on se voit pour le premier épisode de ce dernier chapitre. Tchuss.
Previously on Life is Strange Before the Storm.
I felt like my dad's been lying about something for a while. I didn't know what it was.
There is plenty of blame to go around.
What does that mean?
You forced my hand. This is a consequence of your actions, Chloe.
We both agree that the best thing for everyone at this stage is for me to move in.
In a million years, I never thought you'd choose David over me.
Hey!
Blackwell's done with me. I can't go home anymore. Is this junkyard all I've got left?
Drew runs Oxy for Damon. Go to Drew's room, find the money, and I'll meet you to pick it up.
Whatever you do, don't open the door.
Oh, I want my fucking money!
Juliet is waylaid. That infernal Inferno is the culprit, closing down the roads and robbing us of our Ariel.
No fucking chance.
I swear to thee, we shall fly beyond this isle. The corners of the world are mere prologue. What sayest thou to my most hopeful wish?
Yes. Let's leave. For real. If you don't mean this, it's just making me feel like shit that this life you're describing isn't going to happen. What would it take to convince you?
Why can't you just tell me the fucking truth?
Rachel, that woman you saw, that wasn't my mistress. That was your mother. I want to tell you all of it. But are you sure that Chloe should be here for...
Chloe stays.
Of course. In every way that matters, Rose is my wife and your mother. But the woman you saw at the Overlook, her name is Sarah. Your birth mother. I'm going to tell you everything, Rachel. Everything I've shielded you from for so long. But the truth can be hard to look at. Is this really something you're ready for?
Chloe. I'm right here. Good. I need you.
When I was in high school, there was one person everyone adored. Her teachers, her friends. Sarah was everyone's favorite. Every boy wanted to date her. I could barely believe it when she picked me. Sometimes, I think that's what kept me blind for so long. She was so alive, so passionate about everything. Early on, though, I realized I wasn't enough for her. While the rest of us were pursuing college, careers, families, Sarah wasn't looking for any of that. She was looking for escape. When Sarah became pregnant, I thought it would solve everything. And it did. For a little while. Becoming your father was the greatest moment of my life. There was so much love, but I was still blind. However much she loved you then, it wasn't enough. For Sarah, the need to escape was always there. For over a year, I tried to help her. I made myself believe that she was still a good person. That no matter what happened, she would never do anything to hurt you. I was wrong. Eventually, I saw her for who she really was. A destructive person. Someone who could never be satisfied. Anyone or anything. Even the love of her own daughter. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do. So I made a choice. I was never going to let her harm you again. What you saw at the Overlook, Rachel, it was true. We kissed. It was the saddest kiss of my life. It was a kiss goodbye. I told her that I was happy for her. That she felt like she'd gotten her life together. Finally. But she didn't get to just decide one day to be a mother. Not after what she'd done. Not after all the people she hurt. All the lives she destroyed. I told her she'd been given the greatest gift in the world. The chance to be your mother. And she squandered it. It pained me to hurt her like that. But I'd do it again. And again. And again, to keep you safe.
So that was the first time you've seen her or spoken with her in 15 years?
No. I sent her money. Every single month. It's our arrangement.
But now, she wants to see me?
Yes. But Rachel, it cannot be.
Why not? If that's what Rachel wants.
Drug addiction is a disease. It afflicts everyone, not just the addict. I will not allow you to be victimized by her disease again.
Even if that's true, Rachel could still meet her.
And maybe the fact that she wants to see me means she's gotten better.
Maybe so. But consider that for 15 years, she's preferred that money to you.
Rachel. I think I need to lie down.
Ok, d'accord. Rachel et Chloé ou vers. Vous êtes où, filles? On est à la soirée. Fais chier, ça parle trop. C'est bon, c'est fini? Attends. Le groupe. C'est là. Rachel et Chloé, vous êtes les filles, on est à la soirée de la tempête. J'ai déjà envoyé genre 8 textos à Rachel. Salut, je crois que pas qu'on pourra venir. Chloé, Chloé, tu devrais venir. Ouais, Chloé, t'es génial, Poulette. Tu parles encore Poulette, t'es mort toi. Et Chloé, t'as assuré ce soir. Ça c'est gentil. Merci, mais je peux pas. Mais t'étais incroyable. Je n'y aurais pas eu de spectacle sans toi. La gentille. Ça va, venez. Amène Rachel. Désolé, gens.
I can't leave Rachel to deal with this alone.
Ouais, je sais, mais avant de parler à tout le monde, on va expliquer toutes les choses. En fait, les deux, le mec, le père de Rachel avec la mère de Rachel biologique, c'était sa mère biologique. Moi, j'ai cru que c'était la mère de lui. Voilà, j'ai pas compris aussi au début. Bref, c'était une toxicomane, c'est-à-dire une toxicomane, elle peut pas. Quand elle voit un truc, elle doit obliger de se le mettre dans le corps. C'est une envie. Ça veut dire. Pour ça, j'avais dit que je voulais une autre réponse à la place de pourquoi ou pourquoi pas. Et moi, je voulais de dire à Rachel que faut pas que tu la voies. Même si c'est sa mère biologique, c'est une toxicomane. Et comme il a dit, le père qui est gentil là, il a dit que c'était si sa mère elle l'aimait, elle serait pas là pour l'argent, elle serait là pour elle. Mais là, c'est le contraire. Alors on va parler avec le monsieur, ça se voit, il se sent très mal. Mais au début, on a cru que c'était un bâtard méchant. Mais non, il est trop gentil, il est protecteur.
Rachel took that. This must be hard for you too, Mr. Amber.
It could be far worse. My biggest fear is that Rachel will try to meet Sarah. I've dreaded it.
So that's why you never told her?
You have no idea what pain Sarah's caused. Her addiction has led her to do terrible things. I don't want Rachel to go through any of that.
C'est pas Rachel de décider. C'est de quoi avez-vous peur avec Sarah?
I don't understand. Are you afraid that Sarah would do something to Rachel?
I don't think she would deliberately harm anyone. But addicts can cause tremendous harm without meaning to.
Yeah. But Rachel's not a baby anymore.
Listen to me. Sarah brought criminals and drug dealers into our home. She put Rachel in serious danger just to chase her habit.
Do you think Sarah is involved with any of the drug dealers around here?
It wouldn't surprise me if she were. That's who she is. Chloe, I believe Rachel trusts you more than anyone else right now.
Is this where you ask me to manipulate Rachel into doing what you want?
This is where I ask you to do as your conscience dictates. But please, Put my daughter's safety first.
That is something I will always do.
She's so young. You are too. But I know you've experienced loss. Protect her from that. Please.
Sauf déjà à la fin.
I'll do what I can. I care about her too, you know?
I know. Thank you.
On sait déjà la fin, mais on peut pas changer la fin. Sauf on peut savoir pourquoi il y a eu cette fin. Alors allons parler à la daronne avant qu'on monte pour parler à Rachel. Let's go. Je crois qu'elle est pas bien, elle est en position cuisine.
Hey, Mrs. Amber.
I think it's Rose at this point, considering everything.
Okay, Rose. Sorry that tonight turned out so... differently.
That's all right. I'm really quite glad that you're here.
Moi aussi.
I'm glad too.
You've had to cope with much worse, I know. I'm grateful Rachel has someone as strong as you. How are you doing, Chloe?
How am I doing?
Your generation loves to talk about how awkward different things are. Well, this must be pretty awkward, I'd imagine.
I guess I'm not great. Rachel and I were really happy a few hours ago, and now...
Maybe you can see why James wanted to keep this a secret. There are many painful things about Rachel's past, including my own role in hiding the truth.
T'as vu, c'est vrai.
Sarah shouldn't have taken money over seeing her daughter.
You know, I am so thankful to her that she did. It gave me the opportunity to be Rachel's mother. I never knew how much I could love someone until I had Rachel.
But hearing the truth after all these years hurt Rachel more than anything.
I'm not happy with James for the whole way this came out.
You're not happy with James? What about what he did at the Overlook?
It might be hard for you to understand, but after 13 years of marriage, I'm not threatened by what happened.
You're right. I don't understand.
You don't have to worry about me or James. Rachel's the one who needs you right now.
Do you think Sarah is dangerous?
I've never met her, so I don't know. But I'm inclined to trust my husband. His entire life is about keeping people safe. Rachel's extremely fortunate to have him as her father.
Thanks.
C'est vrai.
Thank you, Chloe.
Ouais, c'est ça que je voulais dire. Vous vous rappelez ou pas d'un épisode avec Max et Nathan Prescott et le professeur, comment il s'appelle déjà, je sais comment il s'appelle, Jefferson, voilà, Jefferson. Vous vous rappelez que on avait tous quand on a vu que c'est Nathan qui avait tué Rachel, voilà, désolé vos spoils, mais c'est dit dans l'aspect de l'époque sur Life is Strange. Life is Strange, voilà, le premier. Voilà, Nathan a tué Rachel. On ne savait pas pourquoi, mais là, comme moi je suis dit en tête, grâce à cette histoire-là, je sais pas vous, mais moi je suis dit que si Rachel va mourir, c'est à cause de Nathan. Et Nathan est manipulé par Jefferson. Mais comment on le fait pour Oui, 2 secondes. Mais s'il donne de l'argent à la mère pour acheter ses toxiques, parce qu'elle en a toujours besoin, et c'est qui le vendeur? C'est peut-être Nathan. Et Nathan se fait manipulatrice par Jefferson. Alors Nathan peut manipuler la mère de Rachel, pour Rachel vient vers elle, et ça se finit en meurtre. Moi je garde cette idée en tête, mais je sais pas où. C'est parti. C'était que l'introduction. Ça commence maintenant.
Rachel? I need some way to show Rachel that I'm here for her.
Envoie Rachel à...
I've heard that Rachel and Nathan hang out sometimes, but
Oui.
it still seems hard to believe.
D'accord. Bon, parler à Rachel, let's go.
Hey, Rachel. I'm glad you're here, Chloe.
Of course.
Wesh, construction. C'est un Lego ce truc.
All ready for Rachel's light show.
Étoile.
Hey, check it out.
It's beautiful.
I thought you might like it.
I've always loved stars.
Why?
They remind us there's so much beauty out there, which we almost never see.
Bien dit, c'est tout à fait vrai.
Because we're blinded by what's in front of us.
Exactly. But then I learned the truth. The stars we're seeing have already been dead for millions of years. They're all lies.
Elles sont belles quand même. Ça craint les étoiles. Elles sont belles quand même.
But that doesn't make them any less beautiful, right?
I don't know. If they're not even real, then what's the point? It's all lies. Everything. My entire
Faut pas dire
life.
ça, le sang.
My dad. My mom. If I can even call her that anymore. And that other woman, my real mom, she's the biggest lie of all. I can't trust any of them. I think you're the only one in the world I can trust.
Quel honneur. Peut-être que.
I'll take it. Even if it's only by process of elimination.
Good.
Un bisou. Un
I
bisou.
wore this bracelet my entire life. I never even asked why. Never even thought about it. Somehow, I think I always knew. Even when I didn't know. That
Ah, c'est bien
my
fait,
real
les
mother
pleurs,
was
ça fait
gone.
bien fait.
The fact that she's here right now, that she came here for me, I think I need to see her. Is that wrong?
Of course not. But it might be tough to track her down.
Yeah, that's true. Luckily, I've got my secret weapon. But what if we can't find her? It's not like I can ask my dad. I have no idea where to start.
I think I know what to do. I'll call Frank and get him to connect us to her.
You'd do that?
I'll give it a shot.
Of course, even if we know where she is, we need a way to get to her. I can't just ask my parents for a ride.
Don't worry. I've got that one covered too.
You do?
Yep.
Et ouais, je sais.
In fact, anything you could come up with, I'll handle it.
I know you will. But even if we find her, how will I talk to her? What do I say?
Tu sauras, peu importe, tu sauras.
After my dad died, I was worried I wouldn't know how to talk to him anymore. But somehow, when we speak, I always know what to say.
When you speak?
In my dreams, he's there. And it's so real. It's almost like it's another part of my life. It used to be the only part that mattered. I've never told anyone about that. Weird, huh? Rachel?
I was just thinking. Maybe I was wrong before. Who cares if the stars are dead? As long as we can still see them, that means they're real. To us. Right?
Right.
Ah ouais, chaud. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait, wesh?
Dad, I think we're stuck. Hey, maybe you should let me drive. You always do it wrong.
That was one time. When are you going to let it go? Remember when we used to work on cars together? Those are
Stylo Carbo.
some of my favorite memories.
Don't you mean my memories? I don't think you remember after you're dead.
Touché. All right, you win. Why don't you go take a look?
You sure?
Ok, d'accord, on est dans une voiture.
What's wrong? Don't you see anything?
Fine. It's the spark plug.
No, that's not it. I just had that replaced.
Isn't improv supposed to be all about yes and?
Yes, and what?
Dad, stop. None of this is real. You're not real. Rachel's family isn't real. This whole thing, it's all just theater.
Well, you know what William Shakespeare said.
Something about the whole world being a stage, so might as well act the fuck out of it.
Nailed it.
But I don't want
Quoi, il a
to
vraiment dit
be
ça?
an
Ok, d'accord.
actor. I just want to be myself. Give me a break.
Well, maybe there's a reason we pretend. Maybe the lies we tell each other are less horrible than the truths we keep hidden.
Wow. That's pretty dark, Dad.
Where do you think you get it from? There's my cue.
Dad?
Relax, sweetie. It's all pretend, right?
Right.
Just a bit of stage magic. Floodlights, sound effects. Chloe, look at me. Look at me, sweetheart. It's going to be okay.
D'accord. Toujours ces glauques dans les Life is Strange, putain. On va où? On est enfin chez nous.
Wait. What the shit? Has someone been going through my room? Doesn't seem like Mom. She wouldn't leave a mess like this. Wait. David? That motherfucker.
Quel bâtard.
Whatever. I don't have time for this shit. I've gotta help Rachel. Okay. I saw Sarah leaving Frank's RV. He might know how to find her. He might also be totally pissed about Damon's money. I've got to get this exactly right. I can do this.
Price.
Oh, Frank. Eager much?
Where's the money?
Détends-toi, je l'ai. Réponds d'abord à ma question.
I have a question to ask you first. I mean, a favor.
You can't be fucking serious.
I need to find that woman from yesterday. Sarah. Frank?
What the hell for?
Something important. Can you help? I'm trying to help a friend. It would mean a whole lot to her.
The girl with you at the mill?
Yeah.
I'll be in the junkyard in 2 hours.
Sweet. Thanks, man. you're a real...
Faut toujours être serviable dans la vie.
Well,
Faut toujours être serviable.
I guess.
Quand t'es gentil, il faut la personne qui est gentille. Quand t'es un bâtard,
What am I getting myself
il faut trouver être un
into?
bâtard.
Okay.
Moi je dis c'est une mauvaise idée. Ouais, je suis à la maison, je me lave, je prends mes outils pour le pick-up. On se voit à la décharge. Si je serais, tu es génial, Chloé. Bon les killers, c'est la fin de la vidéo. Si vous aimez, les pouces bleus, abonnez-vous et commentez et likez. Et on se voit un autre jour pour la suite de ce let's play de Life is Strange Before the Storm pour le chapitre 3, épisode 2. Voilà. Alors, on va aller à la décharge prochainement pour aider notre amie Rachel. Voilà. Parce qu'elle a besoin d'aide. Alors, tchuss!